Good evening, America. We're gonna switch some things up here on the Biker Wisdom channel just a little bit. Most of you know that I've been a musician for most of my life. And from that, I have live music, but music in general has shaped my politics. Live music is the thing that really gets to me. And that's from my own performance background. From that, when I look at a live performance, I'm feeling a little different than when I'm looking or listening to the studio performance. There's a lot of tricks, a lot of things put on it. In a live performance, when it's not one that's been all produced with all kinds of tricks put on the audio, Pro Tools and all that, having the pitch changed. Yeah, well, you could tell the difference when it's really live. But when you do that, it hits you. It hits you here. When you have the real performance and you know that the performance are feeling what you're feeling, uh, how it hits you, where you understand the lyrics are, when you understand how that couples to the music. In live performance, it's a whole different world. And I'm going to start with probably my favorite singer, songwriter, musician, band, rock and roll influence of all time. I've been around and listening to him since I was in my very early 20s, uh, to the point of being in New Jersey, the Osprey Hotel, uh, all of the other clubs in New Jersey. I probably saw him in clubs, 15 to 20 times. And then he got big. And I had the real privilege of seeing him live in big concert performances, probably at least 10 times. Bruce Springsteen is one of the best this country has to offer. His music is inspiring. The lyrics can hit you right at the heart. Anything from cars to sex to just living in this hard world. Anyway, this is a performance of one of the songs that has done more to affect me politically than almost any other. So let's get into the song and let's talk about its background and what it means to me.
41 shots, and we'll take that ride across this bloody river to the other side. 41 shots cut through the night. You're kneeling over his body in the vestibule, praying for his life. Well, is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. No secret, my friend. You get killed just for living in your American skin. 41 shots.
Well, that sets the tone, doesn't it? Uh, let's talk about the story behind this. It's a song about Amadou Diallo. His mom called him Amadou for whatever reason. A little bit later, we're going to hear Springsteen refer to him as Charles or Charu. But everything that was going on with him is just an American being an American. Amadou was coming home. He had gone out to eat and he was standing in front of his domicile, an apartment, I guess, and there happened to be a particular crime unit driving by, saw him, and there was some thought from one of the officers that this was a guy that looks like a guy that was accused of rape. And so they stopped and pulled over this man. And basically, everything went to shit. Let's get back into the song.
41 shots, 41 shots, 41 shots, 41 shots. Lena gets her son ready for school. She says, on these streets, Charles, you've got to
I don't know why the name
understand
changed.
the rules. If an officer stops you, promise me you'll always be polite, and that you'll never ever run away, and promise mama you'll keep your hands inside.
We'll stop there again. We just brought in another character. This is a young man who is now living in the United States. His mother is from the Republic of Guinea, and this is a young Guinean man. Mom has told him throughout his life that the law is to be respected, and as the lyrics said, promise me that you'll never run away, you'll always be polite, and the most important thing, always keep your hands in sight. Well, Amadou did all of that. He just come home from eating, and when the police stopped him, he did exactly as his mom said. And the first thing that he did was, I am going to have to show my ID. And so he reached for his wallet to show his ID. And that's when all hell broke loose. One of the officers thought that he was reaching for a gun, and so he shot. When he did, he fell backwards. The recoil of the firearm made him fall backwards. The other officers that were there thought that he had been hit, and so they opened fire. They shot him. Well, they shot at him 41 times. There were 41 shots fired. That's the lyric. 19 of those rounds hit him and killed him almost immediately. The rest is history. Let's get back to it.
Well, is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. No secret, my friend. You get killed just for living in your American skin.
Well, Stephen, the big man Clarence kills Lofgren. Beautiful wife, Patty. Let's talk about the band because, as I said, I've seen them many times. And this is a live performance. And if there's a way to listen to Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, though I have seen him without the E Street Band, if there's any way to listen to them, it's live. This is a band that is wholly cohesive. They are all with one another. And that doesn't mean the music. It means the lyrics, the song, the feel, the message that's being put across. Unbelievable talents all together in one place. They show this time after time in concert. So if you get the chance, don't miss it. This is a bucket list thing. All right, let's get back to their performance. By the way, we can play that telly.
Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it in your heart? Is it in your eyes? It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. 41 shots.
Stop here again and go on with what happened with this piece of history. See, one of the officers, Kenneth Boss, had been involved in another shooting of a black man. And there was investigation, and he walked away from it, joined this new task force. And this task force, which has since been disbanded, and they should have been, has been found guilty of profiling. And all too often, that's happening here in America. You get killed just for living in your American skin. Anyway, he had been involved in another one. All three officers were charged with second-degree murder. And because of the way the laws are written in New York, they were acquitted. They were exonerated from it because he had reached for his wallet, and that was a reasonable reason to open fire. The other guys sitting there see their fellow officer fall back. They make an assumption. It was the wrong assumption. 41 shots, 19 of them hit home. Amadou died. Just like that on his vestibule. They were all acquitted. All right, let's continue.
It will take that ride across mud. We're baptized in these waters and in each other's blood.
There's the truth.
Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. No secret, my friend. You can't kill just for living. You can't kill just for living. Your American skin.
One little thing I want to add into this, as far as our looking at it from how we can do better. I don't think I probably have to tell you who the mayor of New York was at this time. After the song was released, Rudy Giuliani asked that it not be performed in New York shows. Bruce Springsteen ain't that guy. He kept performing it. It's now a piece of this history. All right. One other thing I want to add to that. One of the things that we'll find in Project 2025 is the desire to give police further qualified immunity. That means being able to pull your weapon and use it with impunity and without repercussion. Not a thing we should have. Miss you, Clarence. All right, there we have it. Bruce Springsteen's American Skin. More often than not, it's referred to as 41 Shots. But the statement it makes is not easy. It tells the truth of who we are and some of the things that we allow. Profiling ain't right. You know that. Young black men dying simply because they were walking while black. That ain't right. Police covering up crimes. That ain't right. Now, I've said all that. That doesn't mean that all police are that. They're not. But it does mean we have to look at all that. It also means when we're being told a story by someone talented, creative, someone a little beyond maybe the way we think about it, maybe we ought to listen to them. I'm going to continue doing these unless you tell me not to. All right, America, I love you. Share this shit.